I wouldn't consider myself one to hop on the bandwagon, but this whole glow up trend that's like taken over the last 5-6 years, I'm hopping on this bandwagon. The term glow up has become more than just a physical thing. It's become a mental, a spiritual, a manifestation tool. Rather than improving your life, we're glowing up. It's a modern day female self-help description. If you want a little more sparkle in your 2025 and you want to hear how to not only physically grow up, but mentally grow up too, then stick with me. My name is Madeline. I'm a business owner, a mom of two, and I am on a mission to better myself and become the best version of myself that I can be. So let's become the best versions of ourselves this year. If you want to hear how I'm doing it, then stay tuned. The first tip I have for you guys is habit stacking. If any of your social media algorithms have anything to do with self-help, or you read self-help books, or you listen to self-help YouTubers or fitness influencers, you have heard the term habit stacking. If you haven't, let me be your mindset mentor and put you on real quick. All of us have super active brain chemistry happening all the time, whether we like it or not. We also like to pair and kind of habit stack naturally. I always crave dessert after my meal. That's a habit stack, but it's not a good one. Learning to habit stack lets you harness that brain activity. It lets you harness that brain chemistry for good to better your future self. The formula is super simple for habit stacking. It's before current habit, I will do new habit. And the way it works is like this. It simplifies adopting new habits, making them easier to stick. It creates a structured routine that our brains crave anyway. It helps with efficiency by saving time and mental energy. And it helps enhance focus and productivity by guiding you from one task to another. So this is how you're gonna habit stack. The first thing you're gonna do is identify an existing habit. So do you drink coffee every day? Do you take vitamins every day? Do you turn on the news every single morning? Then you're gonna wanna determine your goal. Then you're gonna choose your anchor habit that will trigger your new one. Then you're gonna select a new habit to stack. So for example, my anchor habit is brushing my teeth, and my new habit I wanna stack is drinking 24 ounces of water after that task is done. And then you're gonna wanna start small and build your way up. Begin with manageable actions. So of course, don't habit stack like running a mile every single morning after you make your bed if you're not used to running. You want to start with things that are small and manageable so that you can do them every single day. Some super common examples of habit stacking and ones that I do are drinking my coffee and meditating for 5 minutes, brushing my teeth and drinking 24 ounces of water, taking off my work clothes and immediately putting on my gym clothes. If you're looking for a new tool to help jumpstart healthy habits, habit stacking is a super great way to get you there. Just combine something you already love doing or already do naturally with something that you need to do. Then just rinse and repeat for consistency and try to get it done every day. My next tip is the power of affirmations. If you're not familiar with affirmations at first, they will seem silly. Affirmations are scientifically proven to leverage the brain's neuroplasticity. Your subconscious mind is trained by reinforcement, whether it's good or bad. So if your self-talk is constantly negative and you're constantly saying you're this or you're that, you will be those things. And the same thing goes for positive. So if you start switching self-talk with positive self-reinforcement, then your subconscious brain is going to start exuding exactly what you tell yourself you are. This is how affirmations work. Repeating positive statements about yourself, physically, mentally, intelligence, emotionally, your personality, the way you look, all of those things. Repeating positive statements about yourself completely help relinquish negative thoughts that you might have that create self-doubt. Affirmations rewire your neuroplasticity. It allows our brains to pave new roads by forming neural connections from repetition. So affirmations physically change the way that your brain processes information about your own self-worth. Affirmations help you feel good for free. You release hormones, endorphins, serotonin, all the feel-good hormones that we will talk about a bunch in this video, but for free. Affirmations can help improve increasing awareness in your own opinions and beliefs, which will allow you to target and destroy negative self-talk. My take on affirmations is you choose whatever affirmations work for you. You also can say affirmations that manifest what you want to be. If they're positive and achievable, they will motivate meaningful behaviors in your life. When we use affirmations, we're likely motivated to pursue our goals. And not only that, we believe that we can achieve them. If you want to know more about manifestation and about affirmations and the power of believing in yourself, I highly recommend the book Mind Magic by James Doty. That is a great book about the neuroscience behind affirmations, behind manifestation, behind believing in yourself, essentially, because it does create physical change in your brain's connectivity to working towards your goals. Mind Magic is a great book about affirmation. My third tip is movement equals mood. Harvard Health published an article online and it was called How Simply Moving Can Benefit Your Health, or How Simply Moving Can Change Your Mental Health or something. And it talked about how regular aerobic exercises reduces stress on like a significant level, significantly more than antidepressants and other medications. And I can speak from personal experience. I have diagnosed anxiety. I've struggled with crippling anxiety, on the brink of agoraphobia at points in my life. I think a lot of people struggle with anxiety in their 20s, and it's something we don't talk about. If you're in your 20s and you're struggling with anxiety, heed my warning, heed this information. Moving will help you. It pumps endorphins through your body. Those endorphins and the serotonin that it pumps into you helps combat all that cortisol flowing through you. Virtually any form of exercise is going to help you. You need to find something you like to do, whether it's boxing or Pilates or walks or hikes or weightlifting or running, what feels like a hobby, not like an exercise, and do it regularly. If you struggle with depression or anxiety, you especially need to be doing this, because even when you don't have the motivation to do it, it is the freest type of self-medication that you can do that will help combat those feelings. Anytime I'm starting to kind of feel those anxious thoughts, because my anxiety is sometimes irrational. It comes out of nowhere. I have pumping adrenaline through my heart, my chest. I think I'm having a heart attack. I can't leave the house. I have like so much anxiety, but I just know that if I can just get myself outside, if I can just get myself to move, I will feel better. Working out is meditation in movement. The last thing I want to say is it improves your mood, and it improves your mood because of the endorphins I mentioned earlier, but it also improves your mood because it improves your sleep. I sleep so much better when I'm working out regularly, and when I am on a good sleep schedule, my mood is improved completely, my cravings and hunger and all that, my motivation changes. So working out in general is a really great tip for glowing up, because it's going to change a lot of aspects, not just physically. We link working out to being skinnier and looking physically how we want, but there's so much more. My fourth tip is hygiene. For most people, the thought of hygiene conjures up an image of like brushing your teeth or washing your hands. Very simply, daily practices to keep your body clean. The effects of hygiene go way beyond physical health. It has been scientifically studied that poor hygiene can exacerbate feelings of depression, anxiety, self-pity, self-doubt, and it also can cause you to isolate yourself. This is something I take so seriously. A quick shower, brushing your teeth, spending even 15 minutes on your personal hygiene daily is gonna make a big difference. Hygiene needs to be a priority of yours if you want to glow up. Not to mention the fact that hygiene prevents illness. You want to wake up tip-top shape, best health, ready to run a mile every single morning. The motivation is going to come from feeling good, so you don't want to get sick from poor hygiene. This piggybacks off of my last tip, but tip 5 is commit to your skin. Acne can significantly impact your quality of life. As someone who has struggled with acne, as someone who went through the throes of acne and my own journey with acne, I know it can truly impact your entire quality of life. When I hated my skin, I experienced emotional distress, social anxiety, and depression like on a weekly basis. Investing in your skin is crucial for your overall health and well-being. It's your body's largest organ. It's your protective barrier against the environment, against the outside world. And while skincare might seem like a luxury more than a necessity, having preventative skincare on hand is essential for a very healthy, positive mental health. Obviously, I want to give a moment for those who have acne because they have hormonal imbalances, PCOS. There's reasons why some people cannot get a grip or control on their acne, but that doesn't mean they can't take care of your skin. When I say invest in your skin health, that doesn't mean you have to have perfect skin to be glowed up. No, it just means that you are taking the time to actually take care of your skin, taking the time to put your SPF on, to take care of your skin. This is coming from someone who just had a melanoma removed. That was the scariest thing ever. In between my shoulder blades, the place where I never can reach to put sunblock happened to be the place where I got a melanoma and I had to have an extraction, and it was painful, and the recovery is like 4 weeks, and it was deep, and I'm so thankful that I caught it. And some skin cancers like basal cell and things like that are fairly common, but it puts into perspective how much you need to take care of your skin. You don't have to buy the most expensive thing, but just stick with products that have the cleanest ingredients and products that focus on consistency. Things that you can get the same every single time. Establish your skincare routine and then stick to it. Step number 6 is cleaning your socials. Social media can amplify feelings of anxiety, comparison, self-doubt, insecurity. Instagram, for example, exposes users to unrealistic expectations. Whether it's physical and you're comparing your body to like Instagram models and people people who are like aesthetically perfect, or it's fiscal and you're comparing where you're at monetarily and where you're at in your life to other people. Why do they have that and why I don't have that? That is not good. Comparison is the thief of joy. It causes an information overload, in my opinion. So what I like to do is, like, once a month, I clean my socials. Cleaning my socials improves my mental health, my focus, and my mental clarity. It helps reduce distractions and comparison and allows me to surround myself with things that are going to better me rather than harm me. Constantly seeing curated, unrealistic, face-tuned perfection is not good for you. So going through and simply unfollowing the accounts that all you're following them for is to compare yourself to is gonna help reduce some of that self-doubt. If you're following someone because you think they're beautiful and it's not motivating you, instead it's demotivating you, it's making you have negative self-talk, it's messing with your subconscious, just unfollow them. And instead follow people that are going to motivate you to the goals you want to have. So that doesn't mean you have to unfollow every fitness influencer. If there's someone who you're following who truly motivates you, and when I say motivate, I don't mean motivates you like she's so skinny, I'm gonna follow her so that I feel bad enough about myself that I'm going to lose the weight so that I can look like her. That's not what I'm talking about. If it's someone who's up and running every morning and you're like, yes, I'm about to get up and run, or if it's someone who shares their experience or their advice and that's something that helps you, then follow them. But if it's someone that you're comparing yourself to constantly, unfollow their account. Unfollowing helps mitigate those triggers completely. Decluttering your feed is also going to increase your focus and engagement. By removing the constant barrage of model content, you can focus on content and people who truly matter to you. This leads to meaningful interactions, you being able to comment and see that someone had a baby or got engaged, or instead of just hopping on and comparing yourself to someone else. You are also going to greater your control of your online experience. Unfollowing creates a sense of control over what you consume, which allows you to tailor your social media experience. So that brings me to tip number 7, which is tech breaks. Yes, cleaning your social medias is great and it is a form of detox, but no detox is as great as getting rid of it altogether. It doesn't have to be like a week or a month or anything like that, but you can have it stack an hour a day into your schedule and you'd be surprised at how much you can get done. Taking a tech break can help reduce stress, productivity, increase your focus, and improve your sleep, while allowing you to be more present and mindful in the moment. Excessive media is not good for us, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in any way. The good news is that taking social media breaks is a powerful tool and it's incredibly simple and everybody can do it. You can do an hour a day, like I said. You can do it for a whole day. You can do it Saturday to Sunday. You can do whatever works for you. Whatever is achievable, just take those little social media breaks. Think of social media like that sweet little treat. You don't have to cut it out of your life forever, and it's good to have it every once in a while because it makes you happy, but taking breaks from it, you wouldn't have it for every single meal. So taking breaks from it is good for you. Taking tech breaks can help with present moment awareness, improve your sleep, like I said, deepen your connections because you have time to talk to people in real life, help with your productivity and learning. So when I'm not on social media, I'm probably reading or learning, or I learned that when I'm not on Instagram, I'm learning ASL. And finally, tech breaks help break the habit, if that makes sense. I find the more consistent I am with my tech breaks, the less I am likely to just hop on my phone and just go on Instagram when I have free time, because I kind of just know it feels good. Tip number 8 is journaling. This one is so basic. I even hate talking about it, but it's incredible and you need to journal. Although there are some pitfalls to journaling, it's, it takes some time to do, and sometimes some journal prompts are odd, and sometimes it might even backfire. It's one of those rare, valuable mental tools that everybody needs to have. Journaling provides a safe and private space for you to get your thoughts out of your head, which helps reduce your stress and your anxiety. It helps improve emotional regulation. So like I said, sometimes when I'm really mad, I just get that out on paper, then I feel fine. Writing down your emotions helps you process them a little bit. So sometimes when I write a thought down and then I read it, I can kind of process that thought. Like, is that crazy? Is that rational? Does that make sense? Is that crystal clear? Writing it down just makes it easier to see. And seeing it out on paper helps improve your emotional regulation and your resilience. Obviously, journaling is going to help with your self-awareness because journaling requires introspection. It requires you taking a look at yourself. It also helps enhance your creativity. It provides a platform for me to explore my ideas, brainstorm solutions, and express myself completely and wholly freely. Tip number 9 is financial check-ins. Girl, this is important. If you want to glow up, you need to have your finances in order. Doing financial check-ins to you should be just as important as going to the doctor. It's your chance to monitor your wellness, diagnose any issues or illnesses you might have, and then set goals for your future self. So some things you want to focus on when you're doing your financial check-in would be, do I have enough money for emergencies? Am I living within my means, or am I trying to live like other people? This is something I struggle with. I see other people struggle with. You know, when you're around people, not everybody's means are the same. You don't gotta live like everybody else. You don't have to see what someone else is doing and then do the exact same thing. You have to live within your own means. So during your glow up financial check-in, calculate how much you make in a week, in a month, in a year. Am I living within my personal means? Do I have a plan to handle debt? So if you have any credit card debt, financial, a fast food debt, medical debt, do I have a plan for how I'm gonna pay that off? That doesn't mean I have to pay it in full right now, but do I have a plan to pay it off? And am I working towards that? Am I investing in my future? This one is super important. Do I have a savings set aside? Tip number 10 is do it anyway. Girl, on the days you don't want to do it, go harder, because you will never regret bettering yourself. You'll never regret the workout. You'll never regret taking that self-care night. There'll never be a time where you regret doing something that's going to better you. Avoid an all or nothing mentality, because I struggle with this. I used to be like I have to work out every day a week. If I don't, I'm not working out at all. I always have this idea that if I mess up, I have to start over, start from the beginning, which then completely demotivates me from doing anything at all. So just know that you can start right now. And if you just slipped up, it doesn't matter. Keep going, do it anyway. Success in life is usually due to long obedience in the same direction. If I can stay consistent in what it is that I want to do for myself, even on the days that I don't want to, then I am going to reach my goals. Tip number 11 is 30-day sprints. No, girl, I'm not talking about sprinting in the road as fast as you can. I'm talking about goal sprints. So doing 30-day sprints is a great way to learn new skills, build new habits, and amplify your impact on you bettering yourself. They provide a simple way to apply concentrated impact in little batches to accelerate your success. If I didn't say it earlier, a 30-day sprint is simply a focus for a month. 30-day sprints are extremely simple. That's the point. So here's how you're gonna do it. First, you're gonna choose something that challenges or inspires you. Then you're gonna dedicate a little bit of time each day to work towards your sprint. Finally, you're gonna set a simple outcome each week and then check in with your results at the end of the week. And because you're not so focused on immediate results, you have this freedom to be creative and actually enjoy working towards your goals. And my final glow up tip, and this one is crucial: surround yourself with success. And here's how it's gonna look: social media, books, friends, mood boards, action boards, you know, your background on your phone. It's a widely known fact that to improve your skills, you practice with someone who's better than you. Think tennis or poker or yoga or running. Yes, you'll have to work harder, think faster, learn more fundamentals. You'll sweat, you'll have sore muscles, but after a while, your skills will grow. And eventually, you might be good enough to teach someone a thing or two. This idea of playing with someone better than you translates incredibly to your personal life, your career, your fitness. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with people who are winners. A glow up is a mental, physical, emotional transformation for the better. Glow ups can be natural or they can be planned by you, as well as being gradual or permanent. They don't have to be something that sticks around forever. Sometimes you might need to glow up monthly. Sometimes you might need to glow up, you know, once a year. Sometimes they're permanent. Sometimes once you glow up, once you instill that habit, that's just who you are. But one thing they're not is fast and temporary. A lot of people tend to focus on the physical aspects of a glow up, and those are important. And self-care is great, but it's not just a makeover transformation. It's the mental and emotional part that you can definitely get behind. And once you learn how to glow up mentally, there's no doubt that you will see improvement in your life. I'm talking about your mindset, productivity, relationships, self-love. So that's it for today's video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you made it all the way to the end, comment the little sparkle emoji so that I know you're a real one. And I wish you luck on your glow up journey. And the thing that's very important to note is that I'm also sitting on this bed talking to you as someone who's on their glow up journey. I'm not giving you advice as someone who's at the finish line. I'm running with you. I am in the race with you to becoming our better selves. Glowing up is not just physical. Remember, it's mental and it's emotional, and you need to make sure you carve out time. Please follow some of these steps if you are struggling with anything when it comes to anxiety, stress, depression, anything like that. Follow some of these steps and see if they work in your life. Follow me on socials so that we can go on this journey together, so I can see you improving yourself. You can see me improving myself. We can give each other words of advice or affirmation. This is a form of self-help for me. This is something that helps me glow up, is sharing these things with you, because something that I want to do and something that I see my highest self doing is helping others improve themselves. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.